Hi, this is Clicky Bricksy, and this is my first episode of my LEGO City. That's right, welcome to Brick City, or Brickety City, but that didn't fit on the billboard. Now, why should you watch my LEGO City series? I'm sure it's just gonna be a couple modular buildings with a couple cars from Speed Champions. No, that is wrong, as this city will have only mocks or my own creations. So, no LEGO sets, and if you've seen my mocks and you've liked them, you're in luck. Alright, so this used to look like this. I first started the plan thinking I could put an apartment building here, a grocery store here, a construction company here, and a gas station with a car wash here. Some roads that go into a four-way intersection. That didn't completely work out, but before I knew that, I made a billboard. I started with the pole, simple enough, but I wanted to have a ladder so people could get up and down the billboard. I started out with this old ladder piece, but it wasn't tall enough. I then tried a snot technique, which looked fine, but I quickly ran out of these pieces. So I looked and found these fence pieces. Regularly, they wouldn't work, but vertically, they looked like a ladder. So I put some tiles and made sure to leave a section to attach it to the billboard. So now that's done, I can start on the actual billboard. I knew I wanted the name to be represented, so I made this. It was originally called Brickety City, but I couldn't fit it. I then made the section where the billboards could connect to the pole. I also made another billboard that's blank. So now for the platform. I've looked at real billboards and they have platforms with bars and, a floor that's not completely solid. So I tried to replicate the floor, and ideally this 8x8 piece would work, but I only have one and I'm not going to Bricklink yet. So I tried this piece, but I couldn't make it work without making it look blocky or not having main figure access. So I came up with this. A mostly Technic 4 with some studs not on top pieces. I also added these bars, which I had some other designs for, but this is the one I went with. I can now attach it. And I now have a LEGO billboard. I'm satisfied with it. I wish I could have made these pieces work, but minifigures can climb up to fix something or put up an advertisement. I then made the outline of the city. I wanted the street to fit 6 wide stud cars, but that means it had to be at least 15 studs wide. So that means I have no space for buildings. I was planning to fit each building in one gray base plate, but obviously that's not gonna work. I made the street with the intention of having a turning lane, but I couldn't fit 2 lanes in 7 studs. Then that's where the first big problem comes in. The other streets are even, so I can't make the one stripe. So I tried to make the double stripes, but they just ended up looking like one big stripe. I can always come back to it, but I can't think of a solution right now. Comment down below if you have any ideas. I then made the crosswalks with the 1x gray plates so I could save tiles. And I think it turned out great. I started out in the middle, but I didn't have any more dark gray tiles to finish the streets. I then started on the sidewalks. I alternated studs and tiles so minifigures could walk. And I made these curved sections for the crosswalks, which I really like, except for the gap here. I made the curb run up after the curve, which I also really like. For the final build of this episode, I wanted to have streetlights. Hey, future me here. So I know I say streetlights a lot here, but what I mean is stoplights. I know, I'm dumb. I knew I wanted the clicker that doesn't do anything, the stop and walk signs, street signs, along with the actual street lights. I eventually made this, which I'm not proud of. The clicker's way too big. The stop and walk sign is loosely connected. I put a ball here for some reason. I couldn't get the street signs on the axle, but I like my street light, which is very simple. So I moved on and tried to make double wide street lights. I got this clip piece and put a jumper plate with a gray stud and made a very good clicker in my opinion. I extended the pole and used another clip piece for the stop walk signs, and I like this a lot better. I was able to have a street sign and then use the same Technic piece without the ball piece on the end. I put some street lights on and made my best street lights ever. They don't sag a lot, and they're a lot thinner. I duplicated them, and I know the street signs don't look good. These pieces are being used in other mocks right now. I replaced the first street light and placed these pieces here for the buildings that will be here in the future. And that's the first episode of Brick City. If you made it this far, I congratulate you. And by the way, these videos aren't going to come out every week, just whenever I feel like it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!